Привет, друзья, привет, подруги. На связи Рины Пиантанида, автор и создатель школы интернет знакомства, дейтинг-коуч, психолог, тренер, счастливая женщина, которая искала и нашла свое счастье в интернете. Сегодня я, как и обещала, пригласила на трансляцию своего мужа. Вот он сидит, его уже видно. Теперь вы напишите, пожалуйста, как вы нас слышите, как вы видите, потому что у нас сегодня один микрофон на двоих, и, может быть, не очень слышно хорошо. Напишите, пожалуйста, как вы слышите. Так.
Can they hear us good?
Он у нас человек скромный, поэтому может говорить тихо, и поэтому этого может быть недостаточно. Ну-ка, пишите. One second, honey, I'll check it right now. Yep. Yeah, here's it. Yeah, this is. I'll check right now how it looks. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Yeah, I hear myself. Yeah. Okay, so
I hear you all the time.
So, слышу. По крайней мере, я сама себя слышу, и вы нас слышите и видите. Я предупреждала, что сегодня мы будем говорить исключительно на английском языке, поэтому пока слушайте, рассчитываю так, что когда это будет уже видео, а не стрим, я сюда смогу каким-то образом подключить титры, чтобы вы могли посмотреть, что не поняли. Но на самом деле мне хотелось бы, чтобы вы вот сейчас вот четко вот перешли на английский и поупражнялись, постарались понимать его. Start to English. Let's do it. At present moment, you understand me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just sit here and turn. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, it's better.
That way you don't have to sit on the.
Yeah. Okay. I got actually. Let's do it this way. I got actually 14 questions for you from girls. And all these questions consider to different time of our life. So sometimes, yeah, you need you need to remember some moment. Come back. So and I decided to put this question on list. And at least like our history, and it would be better for you to understand, to remember this kind of moment. Okay, let's do next. First questions. What did you think when you have seen me first time on Skype or in airport? It's two different questions in one. Let's start from Skype. What thought did you have at this time?
I don't know. See, wasn't sure what to think. I mean, I at that point I didn't know,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, wasn't like we were met on a dating site. We met differently, and
Mm-hmm.
it was more just trying to find out what you were like as a person,
Mm-hmm.
so I could decide whether or not it was worth meeting you in the airport.
Okay, and what do you think when you met me in the airport in St. Petersburg?
Finally, she's here. I've been waiting a long time. No, just that how happy you looked and how happy I felt.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what about happy. I thought you were being very nervous.
Oh yes, very.
Why?
Not normal. It's not something I'm normally. It's not a kind of thing I've been trained to be comfortable with. Meeting a stranger 6,000 miles from home.
It depends. What
First time. First
difference-
time.
No, I mean distance. You have been on dating site. You met different girls here, and so you have some kind of experience on this one.
This was different, though. I mean, a lot more effort.
But what
went into it.
I ask you, what different is? It's just what about distance?
No, it's just the amount of effort that went into it, and all the time we spent before getting to know each other and preparing. You know, that had never happened before. Usually, if you met somebody on a dating site, it's like, hi, okay, let's go to dinner,
Mhm.
and then you go, and then she says she never wants to see you again.
Okay. Tell me, which thought did you have when you arrived to St. Petersburg to meet me? Yes. What did you think? Did you think about like marriage or something like kind of future? What did you think of that time?
After I met you or before?
No, before. When you.
I wasn't thinking more than a day in advance.
Mm-hmm.
I got there a couple days before you.
Yeah. And you have a couple of prostitutes before me.
Yeah, yes. No, but I had to get settled in. I, ran around to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I'd just been there the month before, so I knew where everything was.
Mm-hmm.
And also knew people that could help me find stuff that, could understand me. But it's exactly the way I told you that, before you came. It was not to get married. It was just to meet and see if there was interest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. This is answer. And
damn right.
I don't know. Not many people knows just who read my book that in our meeting in St. Petersburg we had some kind of adventure, some kind of criminal adventure with gypsy boy who stole all John wallet with passport, visa, money, cards, with everything this. And this is what question from Ira from Canada. She knows our story, so she asked, what did you think and how you are feeling? You have been feeling when you have seen that your money are stolen.
Well, first it was kind of a panic, like, oh my God. And then after we settled down, after we went to the police and kind of just settled down, I called and got the credit cards canceled. At that point, it was just funny. I'm just thinking about it. It's like, wow, I'm going to have a great story when I go home to tell people.
I guess you still have this great story I remember about it.
It's better to. I mean, I could have been miserable and upset but it wouldn't have changed anything.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just look at it and smile and go on with life? I mean, there was nothing could be done.
Yeah, this is the second question. Second question, that how did you feel when you lost all your money and I started to pay for everything and we started to live on my money?
Well, that was only for a short time. I had to wait till it was a Monday, and I went to the consulate.
Oh, Monday? Yes, I left on Sunday.
Yeah.
So
and I got pickpocketed on Saturday, so it was only 2 days. But yeah, it was strange. I didn't really want you to, but I knew I didn't have much choice. And I knew I was going to pay you back. If you had stayed one more day, I got $10,000 the next day. So
it wasn't so, and I did not receive your money back. Okay. Were you scared or afraid that what in this moment when you are out of money, out of document, I will move out of you and leave you alone?
No. Didn't occur to me
Mm-hmm.
because you seemed so concerned and you and your friend were trying to be so helpful, and she was so upset because, oh my God, in my town, you know, she was so upset that this happened to me in her city. No, I didn't. No, I didn't think that at all.
Mm-hmm.
You did, though.
Okay. Okay. And when, in which moment of our history, out of our story, you understood that I am woman of your life? It's question.
I'm still working on that. Remember, every night before we go to bed, I tell you, good night, honey, I love you, but I'll most likely kill you in the morning. No, really, the time, remember, it was the day before you had to leave. We were sitting in that park on Taliansky Street.
Yeah. On the ground, on the grass.
Yeah, and talking. And that's really when I knew. You know, I could see the emotion that you had knowing you were leaving. And I felt the same way. And so that's really, before I thought maybe, but that's when I knew for sure.
Mm-hmm. And you remember that it was a man lay down on the grass, and people tried to make picture of him. So you remember this moment?
Tourist.
Yeah. Okay. What was the most hard thing in our first months when I came here and lived with you? What was the most hardest? Still, it's interesting for people.
This is the part you're not going to like.
It's without difference. You can tell everything. It's some question for me too. So be prepared.
It's kind of a mix of things. It was, I was hoping you'd be satisfied, to be here and not be scared off. Also, at the same time, the day after you showed up, you started trying to change everything.
Yeah. Tell. They listen. It's a very important thing for them. Yep.
Like, for instance, I had big stack of papers on my desk that were all out because of documents I had to get so I could get your visa. And I had all the stuff still out. These were all very important documents.
6 months.
No.
Yes, more.
Some of it have been longer because it piles up as you go. But you threw it all away. Some of these were documents that could not be replaced. And you threw them in the trash can.
No, tell.
I just did.
They must, okay.
Can they hear? Can you make sure? Make sure they hear?
I guess.
Nobody's complaining?
No, might be that. Чего вы ничего не пишете, спрашивает Джон. Джон нервничает, что не видно. They listen, they try to understand. So don't worry about it.
Making sure. Because sometimes I notice it doesn't move very much. It only moves a little. No.
Okay. It's keep doing. Which been first? I don't know. Not understanding between us.
Yeah. Probably what I just talked about.
Yeah.
That was the first.
I say that it's just continue for before question. The same.
Yeah. That
so you just when I threw out all your paper.
Yes.
Nothing more.
Oh no, it hasn't stopped. But you said first, so that was first.
And question here for me, for you, Rina. What you don't like me? what you don't like at first, yes, and where we told off each other. Yeah, it depends. For me, it's two different part of this question. First moment about myself, and second moment about what I've seen around me. And what about myself, it was a huge disappointment for me that I can't talk fluently. I can't explain what I want, and I have to do it very with short chance to explain all my impressions, and it was blew up absolutely my mind, because if you want to tell something in Russia and in English, in those time it was too big difference, and it was very simple language, and
Small vocabulary.
yes, small vocabulary, and you don't understand 99% you don't understand what he is talking, and it's really hard to feel it 24 hours per day, 7 days per week, but you live in it, and this situation, it doesn't change, especially in first days, but it's hard pressing. Second person before, yes, what I see around me, and when I came this home, and but last day before my arriving, John told me that he prepared house, and when I came here,
Hey, as a single man, I lived alone.
it's not a house.
It's me and a dog.
Yes, it's he and dog, and I remember that. In the morning when I got up on Thursday in the morning, and we came first at the store and took all chemical for cleaning a house, and tried to vacuum house. And you remember you got 6 huge trash can of dog hair. And in this moment, if I
That's slight exaggeration.
This moment, I suddenly saw that we have green carpet. Before, I was sure, 100% sure, that it is some kind of brown, because it was with huge level of hair, and at first moment,
Exaggerate. You exaggerate.
I loved our vacuum. It was first thing what I loved in this house. It was vacuum, because in America it's very nice vacuum. They blew it everything. And this is, I remember, this is but first thing that I can laugh laughed in this house. Yeah, it was a big disappointment.
The first thing you loved was vacuum.
Yes, it was like vacuum. Okay, what change in your consider and your relate for all of this time, all 7 years? Okay, did something change?
No, it's we've learned, I think, what's important to each other, and we've learned not to kill each other. You become more comfortable with a person over time. You get used to them. You understand how they feel and what they think, and that helps, especially in the moments when there is some frustration. That helps because you can look at it as more than just, when it's first starting out, you only have very little to compare against. As time goes on, you realize, oh, that was silly. What's more important is that we are together, and that we're making a life together, and we decided that we are for each other, not just for ourselves. And for a long time, I'd lived alone. I didn't have anybody in my life, which was unusual. Before that, always somebody I lived with. It's the first time I had a long period of time with no one. And it took getting used to have somebody back in my life, but I'm glad it was you, because we figured out, I think that, at least I believe, that we were right for each other.
Okay.
By the way, she's paying me to say this. Yeah.
By the way, to be sure, I did not even show him questions.
Yeah,
and now
I have no idea.
In Russian. Yeah, I especially did not translate it. Okay. And
that means this is going to be a bad question.
Questions about like your strategy, your philosophy of life. And the women want to know what you don't take in a relationship. What is what kind of what thing or something else or action which you never forever will take and will bring and to you expect from women in a relationship.
In other words, what would be a major problem that I wouldn't be able to accept?
Yes. Accept what? It's a good where
I mean, that's tough. I mean, I can base it on the things that would cause problems in my past relationships, but you know, for one thing, I think it's important to have somebody that you can speak to intellectually. And you're thinking of one relationship I was in particular, where the person was just really dumb, and it was at first it was an exciting relationship because it was actually my first one, and because I was waited a long time to have a relationship. I was 18 years old by the first time I ever went out with a woman and dated, and I married her. But she was a very simple person. I mean,
I get it.
To say it in your terms, she came from a small village, and it's very little education. And I didn't think that would be important. I mean, because as a person that I knew her, she wasn't bad. I thought that was, be acceptable. It's not. It turns out it's difficult to have a relationship with somebody where you can't speak about things because they don't understand you. I mean, you think we have problems because of language. That's very small compared to having problems because of,
because of intellect.
Because of intellect, yes. Or education.
Yeah.
I really don't want to, it's not fair to call her stupid. She's not here to defend herself. But that to me was something that further on, I was very careful to avoid, except one other time. And that was very short, because I realized after being in it, it's like, whoa, I'm not doing this again. So,
Okay, what you can't forgive for women?
I don't know. It depends.
No,
I mean, people make mistakes. It depends on how they deal with it. You can always say, oh, I could never forgive this, but if the situation were such that something like that happened, and because I can't think of anything we couldn't work out if we really tried, if it mattered enough to both of us. There are some things that would be harder than others, but I don't think anything's impossible as long as you still remember the love. Don't forget the love.
Okay. These questions.
Where are we? How much?
No. It's just two questions. These questions, for women, from women. It's. I want to say that here it's just your like opinion because it's not your experience. For a question from women who try to find people, men in international dating sites, and the question is that you know that some men, when they wanted to go to a foreign country, they like plan to meet several women, and they ask, "What do you think about it? Is it okay? It's not okay." But
It's not my thing. I couldn't.
yeah, I know that
I
it's
couldn't.
not. But I say you just like opinion.
Well, you remember back to
Yep.
where I met you, in this, some of the people there.
Yeah, in St. Petersburg.
Yeah. Well, yeah, well, no, but even on the forum.
Mhm.
That had that attitude of, well, I'm going to go there for 2 weeks and I have 3 women each day that I'm going to meet. I never thought that was a healthy way to approach it.
Mhm.
Then again, that's me. Some were like me, some were like Eric. Well, most were better than Eric, but
Eric, this is guy which we met in St. Petersburg, and he lived in St. Petersburg in those time when we have been there.
Yeah.
And he met
2 other Americans were there at the same time, and none of us knew the other was going to be there.
Yes, and he met 1 week. He met one girl, and then this girl moved out home, and he met other girl. I guess in the week when we have been there, he had 2. I remember.
At least, yeah. I'm not sure.
I remember. Yeah, he met them to St. Petersburg. So he doesn't move like travel from city to city, but he lived in St. Petersburg and met a girl from Russia, from different city of Russia, to come to St. Petersburg to meet him.
If it explains anything, his favorite city was Tashkent.
I forgot it.
Remember that? Remember that?
It's interesting. Okay, and
I think he thought the women there were really needy.
Yeah, last questions. Which kind of advices can you provide for a girl who at present moment look for a husband like foreign country? I don't talk about American, like.
Well, it's the same idea.
Yeah.
Though.
Mm-hmm.
Just be very careful. Not everyone you're going to meet is bad, but they're not all doing it for the right reasons. As you know, some men believe that it's going to be an easy, or I'll be able to get somebody that's 30 years younger than me.
Yep.
Or, and they may be nice people, but they're just messed up in the head.
It's nice people to men, yeah, but
or in
non-relationship.
Yes. But they're both. I think the biggest, best piece of advice before you meet them in person, try to figure out as much as you can about what their motivation is. Why are they doing it this way? Regardless of what anyone tells you, there's lots of women here in America. There's no reason to have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I like idea. No, American women so bad.
Well, no, that's true too, though. But but not all. Just like all men, American men aren't bad. Not all are good. I think that's an excuse that they use. That maybe it's just that American women are smart enough not to want to date them. Not always. Like, once again, what was the other? I remember his forum name. Jeff was a great person.
Yep.
He really was.
Yeah.
And he was the other one that was in St. Petersburg when we were there.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I was right on my computer typing into the forum, just telling everybody that I was there. And 2 of the guys wrote back, "I'm there too." Nobody knew the other was going to be there. And it's funny because they were the 2 extremes. the guy that was kind of strange and that I would warn women not to meet.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jeff, who was just a really nice guy.
Really nice guys, and he have been in St. Petersburg not first time.
No,
and
long-term relationship
same,
already.
Yes,
the same woman.
the same woman, and they married. And what I don't know, did you? But I've seen last time on his profile, they have a baby.
Yep.
Yes, they have a kid. So yeah, it just life.
Yeah. So my advice would be find out what motivates the person. Why are they doing this? Before you risk meeting them in Nigeria.
Okay, let's check. Let's check questions. If they have
God.
any kind of questions for you. Yep, and then we will talk. Not you see, high sweet couple. Yeah, what's right? Okay. They say you please don't worry. It was the first time. I guess he's relaxing right now. Yes, English only today, John. I remember your wife a little. Yes. John, you great man. Well, please, 2 words about USA history. What about USA history you want to know, Voila? Tell. From Alabama. It's America.
See, another piece of advice, I wouldn't come here until Trump's gone. Because you probably just get sent home.
Why you wanted to marry for Russian woman? What Galia?
I didn't.
Yeah. What answer?
How long ago was I in Russia?
Yeah.
I was there twice in 2010. I went in May for a week, and that was when I was by myself. And then I went back again for supposed to be 10 days to meet with Marina. Ended up being 15 days because it took time to get a new passport, new visa. It took a little time to get out of the country. But that's part of the story I always really love is I was an illegal alien in Russia.
No, and after tell what the at present moment, yeah, then we will come with you. How many times you have been in Russia together?
2 or 3? 2, 3. I don't know. They all blur together. It was the first time for the wedding.
For the wedding, yeah, my son's wedding. We will come there, and second time when Koля was born. Grandson. Yeah.
That's when I was so sick.
What do you like when you have been in Russia?
Oh, the hot women. No. To me, it was the history, the seeing things I've never seen before. That's why I love St. Petersburg. It's just so beautiful. And the history there is so rich. Well,
No, when we come to Rostov, which history do you mean?
Well, the city itself. I mean, it's not necessarily modern, but the place we went, the village we went to,
Kazakh village, yeah.
The Greek ruins.
Танаис, да. Мы, когда ездили, я показывала Джону Старочеркасскую станицу и показывала Танаис. Это для тех, кто знает, кто из Ростова.
Now, do any of you want to know what I didn't like?
Yes. Well, let's tell about did not like.
The second time, she kept tricking me into going to dentists.
No, it was first time.
That was the first time? I thought
it was first time.
Oh, okay.
Second time you wanted to go.
Oh, that's right, because dentist was really pretty. No, that's right. It was first time. You kept tricking me. You didn't tell me. Oh, let's go get something to eat. And I think we're going to go get food because I'm hungry. No, she takes me to dentist office, and we stop in front of dentist, and she takes me in and sit in the chair.
Tell story about dentists when we have been in a dentist in Tampa. What they say?
Oh, they said that I had you know, the work I had done was very good.
No, when they say, well, when they make for you X-ray and say, "Wow, what is this?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
We did not work with this material 30 years already."
Yeah, but they did say it was a good job. Yeah, so.
Yes, it was good. Okay, please sing the song "What You Want Both."
No. I draw the line at singing. And believe me, you will thank me for that.
Так.
Must drink some vodka.
A question to John. Did his expectation consider after meeting Rina?
Yes.
Yeah, but how it was? What, like when you look on Skype and you look in real?
You looked the same.
Really?
No, I just remember that first look of just being going, oh my God, I'm terrified. First, you know, starting, but also feeling very happy that you were finally there, because it was very important to me.
Why you are terrified?
Yes.
Because you are being like a black piece of shit in 40 degrees.
Yeah, it was extremely hot.
Yeah, it was extremely hot, and extremely hot temperature in St. Petersburg at that time.
And mosquitoes.
Yeah, and John have been in black sports shoes and black jeans and black t-shirt with long sleeves, all in black, all wet, absolutely red face because he was so hot outside.
When I came, I wasn't prepared for it. When I was there the first time, it was warm, but cool at night.
Mm-hmm.
And so I sort of expected the same. So I didn't bring the right clothes. That was one of the things I did before you came.
Yeah, I remember.
I spent one day running around trying to buy new clothes because I was dying in what I brought.
Yes.
But a lot of what I purchased was simple things, and I wanted to dress kind of nice, and so I, you know, dressed nice to meet you. But it was a little hot, and there was no air conditioner in the airport.
No air conditioner anywhere.
No air conditioner. I'm like, well, why no air conditioner?
That's all. That's all question. Thank you very much for coming to us. I remind you that I'll try to make some kind of chat, but I did it today for special, because if you want to go, if you want to be marry a foreign man, you have to know that first number one question, it's language. You don't have language, you don't have any kind of connection.
She was actually better than she thinks she was at communicating.
When in St. Petersburg,
yeah,
before first days, yeah,
well,
you
were better than you thought you were going to be. I think
it's you have been outside and you can see it. I say how I feel. I felt myself. Right. Yeah. So yeah, what you see, he wants to keep doing talking, but I prefer start. We have to do what to do today. More. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for looking at my channel. If you have, if you like this video, please put on like. If you want to have some questions or comment about it, or if you want some question for John, and we can make second series of this soap opera. And write it in a comment. Yeah, if you like to know more about how to marry a foreign man, come to subscribe to our channel and come to my School of Internet Dating. Thank you very much.
Now you can speak in Russian too today.
It's okay. I'll try to. When it's hard to speak in both language. So if you start to English, you speak in English from it is Rины Pиantанида,
and John,
dating coach, psychologist, trainer, happy woman who you looked for and find your happiness in the internet.
So I did your interview. Now you promised you won't beat me anymore, right?
Пока-пока.